Okay. We are going to be doing a little bit more Minecraft today. As you may or may not remember, I've been working on Kingdom Hearts related worlds diligently, might I add. So I will show off the Radiant Garden, I assume. I didn't show everything off. So I'll show off what I have. It's not done, it's just really close to being done. And it probably could still use some work. Some places. Okay. It's actually been a very long time since I've played it. So I assume this is all brand new. Right here. Here, let me get into my normal position. Gotta maneuver my way around. Okay. So we got this area here. This is like the posture, or no, the posture's over there. I'm dumb. This will take you all the way over to over there. Will take you to like Merlin's house, and this is like the blown off part from the second part of Hollow Bastion. I'll take you to like where you fight Thousand Heartless and where you fight Demyx. But let me show you what I got. So we had to like, I'd make a huge tunnel system. And this is like the outer wall to Hollow Bastion. Okay, yeah, it's right up here. Right at these stairs is what we are familiar with as Kingdom Hearts 2 fans. Boom. Now the chests are empty. And this is what it looks like. It doesn't look one-to-one. I just put placeholder box houses down here. And I'll do a zoom out. I will most certainly do a zoom out. And if you look out here, it's just grass as far as the eye can see. But the chests are where they need to be. That's the crane. Now we will go down the stairs. And this is like where we fight some Heartless in the normal game. It's a little larger now that I look at it, but it's still pretty good. A little larger. And then there's this big area. And this right here is our boy Merlin's house. Boy, I had to scrunch this house down so much just to fit it. Just to fit everything inside. So this looks as good as it can be. Got the middle table area. Yeah, this place where you go into 100 Acre Wood. Of course you can't in this game. Can't even interact with it. Got a little bed. I honestly am blanking on everything else. But yeah, this is what the inside of his house looks like. And then we will continue this way. This is the biggest change compared to normal KH2. This is supposed to be like a rectangle going this way, but it kind of is a rectangle going this way. It was not my intention to do that. It was just the cards I was dealt, I guess. But it's still pretty much the same size. It's just long ways in a different way. So this is where you'll like go through to the front area of Hollow Bastion. This just takes you to a bunch of blank houses. Honestly, I could spend hours just showing off this world. Big staircase. This is not even from anything. It was just like an architectural idea I had. Just throwing it out there, I guess. And then this is like where you hang out with what's his name? McDonald's uncle. Actual shopkeeper. Where you can get tools. The area where you see Cloud at the end of the game before you fight Sephiroth. And another shopkeeper right over here. Armor. It's for armor. And then up here is where you spawn in. Now, of course, if you look out like this, you're like, what the fuck, man? This ain't complete. And no, it's not. And this looks nothing like it's supposed to. See, that's supposed to be like a makeshift horizon sort of thing. So you don't see the green, you just see blue nothing, I guess. But yeah, in general, that's what it is. And now I will speed on back to show a little zoom out of this area. So this right here is that front area we were just in. That's the area that I was just referring to, about how you take the stair right next to the staircase, go in. That's the wall right there that separates that area from this area from KH2 FM right here. These are literally blank houses up here, over here. And most of this is very fully explorable. Now we are gonna go back over here. Now I could go this way and show you what I have over here, but it's honestly, it's not that interesting to me, and I don't think it would be to you. Same with like down here, like you can go out and hang out by the down here in these houses and stuff, but I just don't find it that interesting. I want to show the cool shit. Same with back there, and down there. No, I don't think you guys have seen the postern yet, so I think I want to show you something over by the postern before we go out there. Now, most of this is based off of KH2 FM, but I did, and there's also one FM up front that I've already shown you guys. But there is a few little, I don't want to say Easter eggs, but a few little inclusions from other games that I've included in this area, like this little tunnel that takes you to an area from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Now it's not one-to-one, but you can head up all the way up here. It's giant stairs and be in this area that is straight up from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Now it's not one-to-one perfect, but it's still pretty good. At least so myself. And then this area, will take you over here to another area from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Little garden area where you fight a whole bunch of Unburst. I'm not too familiar with Birth by Sleep, so it's kind of like, if you know the area, you'll recognize it. But this is it right here. And honestly, this next area over here isn't at all what it's supposed to look like. I did the best that I could. But this is like where you fight the boss in Birth by Sleep, when it's like yourself and the other two Keyblade wielders, depending on who you're playing as. Terra, Aqua, and Ben all fighting the same Unburst right here. I mean, it's not perfect, but it'll do, I guess. I'll probably make some more adjustments to it later. And then this little staircase just leads to the top of this wall. So that's basically that area. And then there is one other area. Actually, I'll show this area first before I do zoom out. Gosh, I feel like I'm doing a boundary break. I literally, I put so much work and effort into this world. And down here is the final spot from KH Birth by Sleep. I knew from the start I wanted to include this. And it's like the entry garden area. Now it's not like one-to-one how it looks in the game, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. If you go down here, you see the garden area again. And like there's this area where you fight Vanitas. Now you might be wondering, well, there's a little tunnel area down here. Where does it lead in this version of Hollow Bastion Radiant Garden? Well, good question. It leads back in the tunnel in the wall, actually. That's where it leads. It's not rocket science, that's where it goes. And boom. Remember this? That's what that is. And then this will take us all the way back to some PH2 stuff. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because now we can check out the exterior part where we're at in Hollow Bastion 2. This is a work in progress. It's much less worked on. But before we do that, let's do a zoom out of this area. So this is the pathway in PH2. Here's the garden area. Circle. There's the garden area. And there's the boss fight arena. And over here we got the front area. It was hard to understand how I should place this alongside with the posture right here, but that's what I did. And I just made like a little tunnel that leads to each one right there. Made the best of what I had, I guess. But yep, that is what that looks like. Now we will go out to Great Beyond. Now this was a tricky thing to get right. I had to make sure I got like the blocks and everything right and how it's supposed to look. Because there's like 2 jumps that Sora and company do. This is like where Mickey's standing. They jump down here and they're just like, oh, sorry, and then they jump again. And then they just run off. Mickey's just like, whatever. And this little tunnel leads to the Demyx boss fight. Right here, which I think was replicated very nicely. Gosh, just being in the Minecraft version of this is giving me PTSD, let alone the KH2 version of this. You know it's bad. And Demyx was the reason I stopped playing KH, because I played it as a kid and then I stopped because of Demyx. And I got back into it as an adult. You know, person that's actually competent in gaming now. Anyways, so this is a big, huge work in progress. It looks shit, I know. But I'm at the point where it's like, I don't care how good it looks, I just want the area that you can walk on created right now. I'll work on the rest later. So this right here is where you start the Final Fantasy fights. There's like the first one, I can't remember which character was which, and then second one right here. Again, work in progress, we'll make some adjustments. Second to last one, I think this one's actually Tifa right here. This one's particularly difficult, and if you didn't know this area is viewable from the first fight area, which is right here. The first fight area, or the third fight area, is viewable from the first, so that is something I did not know and had to account for. And then you got this part where you fight with Cloud. I know you're getting excited because we're gonna see the the 1K area, and I just gotta say it's not that great. I know. And I included diamond here to give the right feels. 4 different chests. Just all empty. This is like, yeah, this is like the rest stop before the big 1K fight, which is right down here. And this is the room of the 1K fight right here. It's nothing too crazy or fantastic. Nothing too exciting happening here. Not when there's like no Heartless here, but this is kind of what it looks like. I will try to maybe make some adjustments to it. And then this is completely botched and different than what it's supposed to be, but you just turn the corner and you got right here the arena you fight Sephiroth. He'd be like standing like right here looking off. Obviously there's the other castle thingy right here, but it's not there yet. But that is the KH2 area. Now I will do zoom outs. There's boss fights, 1K Heartless area, save point area, BFF fights right there, Demix fight right there. It's literally just a giant squiggly line at this point, and then leads all the way back to the castle, or to the city, I guess. So this is what it looks like. This is my Hollow Bastion. And we haven't even done Twilight Town yet, have we? I've been doing much more work in Twilight Town, so let's switch to that. Wish I had water. Wish I had water. I'm not used to all this talking. As you can see, I worked on this yesterday. Twilight Town is simpler than Hollow Bastion Radiant Garden, but it's still kind of complicated. It's just like a big city with a huge gap in it. Up here. Where you guys recognize the area, I want to get to a good place to start. Okay. I suppose this is better place than any. Now this is gonna be weird because it's during the day and not twilight, but it's still Twilight Town by design. So this is Sunset Hill. You come here as Roxas in like one of the last few days when you're doing the 7 Wonders. And then you can see there's like the little train area right here. Go down. Over here you got this little, I don't know, ledge. Got this tiny little ledge. It's not doesn't like much, but it is a ledge. Boom, no loading screen. And you got the main part of this little part of the town. Now chest locations are based off of Sora. They're not based off of Roxas. So like I filled these with specific items that were actually, these are the actual items you get in the game when you get these chests. So yeah. Now you can sort of see Sunset Hill. I'm not too thrilled with that, but it's whatever. It's whatever. It's obviously it's still a work in progress. This part's pretty much done, but you can see like the other side of that hill is kind of floating. And then don't worry, we'll get to the left over there. Nothing there. Huge little waterfall area. This is where a train would run. I'd be probably run over by this point. Other chest. Now you need quite a few jumps, or just to get up here. Or Calc Plus. And yeah, this is what the area looks like. I'm gonna show you the back area. This is where you like dodge the balls in Roxas version. You get an AP boost to Sora. You're like, ooh, let's check that area out. Okay. And this will take us to Sunset Station. This is where you get a ticket, you can board a train. It goes all the way over to there, and if you don't know what's over there, it is the actual station that you go to in KH2 FM. Or just 2, but the thing is, the only issue is, you just kind of like walk on it, I guess. I'm gonna redstone the shit out of it though, but it'll probably lag the game a bit, so I'm not 100% sure if I want to do that or not, but we'll see. Let's just do the slow way. So I imagine you want to see this part more than the other. So this is like the underground tunnels of Twilight Town. Ooh. There. Eh. And then this is like, I mean, it's one of those areas where it's like, you know what it looks like, you just don't know the name of it. Well, all I remember is trying to cross here to get this chest. I always get met with those stupid nobodies that will like smash down and try to like hit you right away as they spawn in. And this is the underground concourse area. I think this is probably like one of the most one-to-one versions of a KH world that I've ever made. You know, I mean the ceiling's kind of high in this version, but it's still pretty much one-to-one. Work in progress, they're not done yet. This is a bit larger of a gap. It's all the way up there when it should be like a little bit closer to the ground, but because of how things are laid out, that was the only way to do it. And sorry. And then another I'm like trying to think what that is. Another work in progress area, another place to get back to. Now this part right here is what I worked on this weekend. Stairway goes all the way up to this very familiar location in Twilight Town. It's where you see Mickey at the very beginning of the game. He gives you the money pouch. If you're playing as Roxas, you lose that money pouch from Riku steals it from you. And this is the station right here. Now over there is not done yet, I haven't done anything. What you see over there is what you get. Now this is my baby, I guess, I don't know. This area right here, and then this gigantic room. And the insane thing was, I just wanted to do it all at once. Because usually in the game, you can only go to here. Once you get right here, you can't go any closer to the other stuff. But I'm going to change that because I'm a perfectionist, and I like to be able to go everywhere that you can in KH2. So there's a doorway right here, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to have it connect all the way to this hole right here, and it'll take you all the way up to the top of the tower where Roxas and a shit ton of other characters like to hang out and eat ice cream. If you go all the way up there, you can actually go there. I mean, you have to fly up there, I guess, but you can actually hang out up here. This is what it looks like from the top. And I'll do a little zoom out, I guess. You can see the underground area from right there. This is like that grayish building right there is where you do like where the waterfall is at. I said was the annoying nobody. And this is the first thing I worked on right here. So this is what it looks like. This is Twilight Town. Of course, I'm gonna add more to it. Eventually, I'm gonna add a wall right here, and eventually have it put a hole there. I don't know. I just feel like having a hole right there that maybe leads to a little forest that could lead to a mansion. I don't know. Just an idea I had. Just an idea I had. This is what it looks like, though. This is what I've been working on. I think I prefer this mode of playing Minecraft than actually just sitting here and mindlessly breaking or placing boxes, because I think this would be more exciting to actually see like a finished product than see me work on it for hours on end. So yeah, this is what we got. This is what we got. I'm trying to think of what else I could do, because I'm not like at a point where I have the energy to play a game, but I do want to do something more. Let's see here. I'm gonna also, I did want to stream like yesterday, but I was busy because I got a new TV and I'm very happy with it. I just need to set it up. Is there a game I could play on here? I'm like looking back at my library of games back there. Pull out Avengers again. I could play more Crash. The thing is, I don't know if I have like the energy to do any of that. I think I'm just gonna okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it for today's little chit-chat stream. I did what I wanted to do, and I enjoyed it immensely. And honestly, it's nice to do a little lackadaisical stream, especially after a string of more serious streams. I mean, not to say that something like Among Us is serious, but it's more serious than anything else. And obviously the Crash Bandicoot playthrough. I really don't know when I'm gonna play Crash next. Like I said at the beginning, we're gonna play some more Among Us on Thursday, which is the 22nd. So be ready for that. Otherwise, I don't think I'm gonna be streaming until then. So I think Thursday will be the very next stream I do. And besides that, I think my next stream will be probably this weekend. I mean, I'll do Among Us on Thursday, and I think Crash on the weekend. So look forward to that, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace!